Welcome to Kanoho News. Coming up on this programme, we bring you a debate between this year's mayoral candidates and a tale of tragedy and happy endings, the story of how one of our reporters adopted Pepper the cat. Recently, just outside the main city of Kanoho, in the suburbs, the carnival arrived. This expansive attraction features 3 roller coasters, a bee-themed drop tower, Ferris wheel, and much more. The carnival was founded by Mayor Indo Otaku, who after its success has started work on an entire theme park, just a stone's throw away from our city. We now join Tara, who is on site at the carnival. How's it looking over there, Tara?
Well, there's certainly no lack of fun attractions here in Kanoho Carnival. I'm here with Mayor Otaku herself, and I'm sure we're all wondering, Indo, why did you make the carnival? And did you know it would be such a resounding success?
Sure, if it'd be a resounding success. I had built a suburban area for the urban area over there where everybody goes to work. They all needed places to live, and I figured they all had kids, so I wanted to add something fun for families to do nearby.
Very interesting. Were these rides your own design?
Most of them. Not all, though.
Oh, who designed the rest?
I had help a little bit from another builder by the name of Finn, and a really popular builder, up-and-comer, by the name of Krev.
Oh. So, your flagship roller coaster is called the Decapitator. Is this roller coaster safe?
Called the Decapitator.
Yes.
You have to sign a waiver before you're allowed to ride it, and we don't allow children 11 or under to ride it. Right.
Well, can you tell us anything about your upcoming theme park?
Oh, right. Because this area was such a success, we decided to expand and build a larger theme park for families who are visiting Kanoho. It has a lot of things. We're working on a water section, and there's even an Old West section. And recently, we just finished a section that's all about bees.
Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Wow, this all sounds very interesting. Well, there you have it. Back to you in the studio.
Back in Kanoho, Mayor McGrevs has been investing in the public spaces between the buildings, something which was much needed as Kanoho was quickly becoming a concrete jungle. The mayor also commissioned the help of Twiggy, who is the architect behind the idyllic Uuville. Together, they have given Kanoho some much-needed green spaces, and even restored the old canal, attracting many eager tourists to see the working canal locks. Mayor McGrevs has certainly done much good in his term. However, will he get re-elected? Well, here with us now are 4 of the mayoral candidates. We have Mr. Thonk, a new citizen to Kanoho, but maybe that's just what we need in a mayor. We have Sergey, a potential criminal with a good sense of fashion.
They can't trace any of the murders back to me.
Could we fix that window? Thank you, yes. We have B. Revs returning again, hoping to get re-elected. And finally, we have Grass. Well, anyway, let's start off by reminding our viewers of what you're all promising to do if you become mayor. Let's start with Mr. Thonk.
If I become mayor, I promise that I will make sure that everyone gives 1 compliment a day, and also animal rights.
Very noble promises there. Let's move on to Sir Tangi.
If I become mayor, I will enact on my mantra: homelessness, happiness, and community. I will reduce homelessness, I will increase happiness, and I will bring the community together.
Also very noble causes there. Also a little song, a little rhyme to remember it by. B. Revs, what are your promises?
I will create more canal and public areas. I'll build a large swimming pool. I'll build apartments for people. I will create a proper department for practical commands. I will build... There'll be build tools such as a circle generator in the Kanoho boat. There'll be more server-wide events and more job sites and equal rights for all animals.
Wow, that's certainly a lot of promises. I'm sure it's going to be pretty hard to keep all of those, but I don't know. I think I've done enough talking.
I have a comment.
Go ahead.
If you want equal equal rights for all animals, then how come you abused one just earlier this week? Pepper the cat was minding her own business until you slapped her in the face and locked her under the building.
I accidentally slapped her in the
That
face.
doesn't stop the fighting with animal
all
abuse.
animals under the
You
building.
cannot stop the fact that you abused Pepper.
I abuse all animals.
That's not a good thing. Bees will drown in water, so do you want to drown?
I don't lock them in the water.
Bees drown because they're winks, they can't fly. If you claim to be a bee, then how do you not know these simple facts? I'm a
do
worm and
know
I know
these.
this.
Let's keep it a clean fight here.
Imposter!
Oh my god! Welcome back to Kanoho News. We apologise for the technical difficulties. If you have been negatively affected by any of the scenes on today's programme, please text TRAUMA to 555-8794. That's TRAUMA to 555-8794. Anyway, this is certainly going to be a very interesting election. Do not forget to vote for which one of these, interesting candidates get to be the next mayor of Kanoho next week on the 30th of January. Here's up to you. Kanoho has finally got renewable power in the form of a nuclear power plant. However, it's being built right next to the central city, causing much concern from worried citizens. We now join Sir Tangy, who is outside the construction site of the soon-to-be nuclear power plant. How is it over there, Tangy?
Hi, Doc. Well, as you can see, in the background is the start of one of the 3 massive cooling towers which will soon dominate the skyline. I'm here with Mr. Janinja, a local bee farmer. What do you think about this PowerPoint, Mr. Janinja? Power plant, Mr. Janinja?
I think it's going to be a great addition to the city. It looks like it's going to be a fairly large cooling tower. It should supply all of Kanoho's needs, at least for now.
Interesting. Well, what about the noise?
Normally, reactors don't give up much noise. The only possible pollutant would be the steam that comes off the top of the cooling towers, which can contain small amounts of radiation. However, it's within safe levels, so it should be fine.
Anyways, continuing onwards, what about if there's a meltdown?
Modern reactors are very safe. They have many control rods. They only need 12 to shut down most modern ones, but they have 80 inside of them, and they have a secondary
do you
system.
think it will ruin Kanoho's skyline?
Most of the skyscrapers in Kanoho far outstrip this, so I don't think it'll be much of an issue as an eyesore.
Absolutely riveting. Well, certainly an interesting opinion from Mr. Ninja there. Back to you in the studio, Doc.
In other news, the story of an innocent cat, Pepper. Pepper was found in the Kanoho News headquarters during some renovations. This was no place for a cat, but it was made worse by a mystery man in a bee suit who abused the poor animal, hitting her and trapping her under the floorboards. Luckily, Pepper was found by our very own reporter, Sir Tangy, who saved her and nurtured her back to health. Pepper is now Kanoho News' official mascot and co-host of Good Morning Kanoho. Finally, we have received disturbing information that Grass may or may not have died in a car crash, but you'll have to wait and find out next week in Kanoho News.